Well, today's federal holiday can go by two different names depending on who you ask. For some, it's Christopher Columbus Day, but across the country, Native American people are celebrating a painful, centuries-long history of resilience known as Indigenous Peoples Day. Now, this has been federally celebrated on the second Monday of October since President Joe Biden commemorated it 2 years ago. Today is about reclaiming histories and acknowledging this country's history of violence against Indigenous people. A growing movement across the country is seeing more states and cities replace Columbus Day celebrations with Indigenous Peoples Day. And last week, several U.S. lawmakers reintroduced legislation to make that switch official. Now, while neither Iowa nor Illinois recognizes Indigenous Peoples Day at the state level, Davenport and Chicago both do at the city level. Representatives from the Intertribal League of American Indians were at last week's Davenport City Council meeting to accept a special proclamation recognizing today's importance. Before the city was settled, the Quad Cities region was inhabited by a number of Native American tribes, including the Winnebago, Iowa, Sioux, Sauk, and Meskwaki. Back in 2017, Davenport was the first city in Iowa to officially recognize the second Monday of October. And in our area, Iowa City is hosting its first ever Indigenous Peoples Day celebration tonight. You can enjoy an evening of traditional Native American food, cultural celebrations, kids' activities, and a short presentation from local Indigenous leaders at the Terry Trueblood Recreation Area right outside of Iowa City. This free event runs from 5 to 7:30 this evening. The Native American Coalition of the Quad Cities will also be there as well. And over the weekend, Living History Farms near Des Moines celebrated Indigenous Iowans Day. Local Indigenous leaders hosted storytelling and craft sessions, and the entire event was all to remember and acknowledge the history and the occupation of Native people within the modern-day state of Iowa.
It's very important for us to go way back in Iowa's history from before the European traders and settlers came in. And when we talk about specifically the history of agriculture in Iowa, the Indigenous people were the first people to work this land.
Back in 1857, a portion of the Meskwaki tribe returned to Iowa and bought land in Tama County in the western half of the state. The Meskwaki own and control that land to this day.